Hi guys, welcome back to Sacred Shifts and how to navigate them. So I pulled some charms and I figured I'd go over those first because usually I can't get to them. And then the Scrabble ones that I pulled out are TOM, so that spells Tom. Your name maybe Tom, maybe you know a Tom. I heard maybe there's a Tom guiding you. But what I also heard was moat. So you may have built like a moat around you and you're being called to like not block life out, right? Don't like hide in your castle. Get your butt out there, right? Then we got like this little elephant, which gives me like wisdom, right? Eternal wisdom is what I was getting. And just like tapping into that like Akashic records is what I got, like tapping into your memory, like memory you may not recognize you have, in order for healing. Then we've got two sons. You may have two sons, but what I was also getting was like you embodying the fire of two sons, you bringing that passion to life, right? As well as like childlike joy and wonder, tapping into your creativity, really getting passionate things you're passionate about, right? Not putting them off to the side or on the back burner while you like get your life in order, right? Then we've got this little note thing. I got these things from my friends and I stuck them in there. But yeah, it says nothing is particularly hard if you dive into it. Dive it into small dive, but you are being called, I feel, to dive into the knowledge that is you, right? So yeah, split up. Baby steps become big steps, right? Just split it up. Then we've got this tree, which gives me roots. Like get down to the root of why you do the things you do, the patterns, right? As well as recognize that we're all connected. Then we've got like this little, so you may be meditating more or you're being called to meditate more. This little, I don't know, it's not a meditation hymn, but we're going to call it that. And then we've got this little music key, which always gives me 3 tiers. 222 on the timer. Writing, producing, singing. So you are being called to put yourself out there. Yeah. And then we've got this little key, and it's like itty bitty. It's like the smallest little key ever. And that gives me like opening up to your inner child, allowing them to kind of like take the lead, but not in a negative way. Like if you never give them attention, then they're always like freaking out, or, you know, you're freaking out because they've got the wheel, right? But if you give them time and space and attention, then they're not doing that to you. And then we've got like this little angel wing. And when I picked it up, I heard you've got multiple angels watching you, multiple angels rooting for you. And then like you're getting to create a legacy that these angels wish they could have created while they were here, right? It's going to make me cry. But you may have lost one or many loved ones to drugs. Sorry, guys. I have lost many people to drugs, but that's the energy I was feeling. It may just be my multiple lovers. I've only lost one lover, but I've lost multiple loved ones to drugs, to overdoses. And I think you may have like some survivor's guilt that you're working through, or maybe you're being called to work through it, and that's why I felt called to share it. Sorry, I cried on camera, guys. And then we've got this crown, right? Yeah. You got this crown, which is you're being called to like crown yourself, really like allow yourself to shine, right? To embody this confidence, to grow past what you even think is possible, right? And then we've got this fuck, which I think Spirit is saying, like, use your fucks wisely, right? If it's not a fuck no, if it's not a fuck yes, it's a fuck no. So there may be something you're being called to say fuck no to that you've been saying fuck yes to, but you know it's a fuck no, bro. Okay, so that's the charms. Yeah, that took me 5 minutes. Yeah, you are. You are. I heard like really diving deep into this light that is you, right? You're really like cultivating the life you want. You may be meditating more. You may be doing more yoga, breath work. And then like you're really giving up self-sabotaging patterns. These I heard devilish acts. So it may be something tied to like I heard tied to someone else. Or just like someone that like keeps you as an option. Or they didn't choose you. They had a hard time choosing you and they were jealous of this like confident energy you embody. Yeah. Yeah, they were jealous of you, like you being so tapped into your emotions, right? And they really wanted you to keep yourself bound, right? So they may have attacked your confidence or just tried to keep you small. I heard attacked your throat chakra. They did not want you speaking your truth. Yeah. They just like tried playing a game with you, right? Because they didn't want you like recognizing that you had things coming in, good things coming in. They really wanted you to be focusing on the fact that they tried to juggle you, or they were juggling you, or they tried to put you in competition, right? But you're meant to be like singing your song, really embodying like your voice. I really do feel like something with a speaking journey that's been a thing lately. Storytellers. And yeah, you're just really learning how to be with yourself, be with life, be with the moment, right? And you call judgment on, I heard on your self-sacrifice, right? On sacrificing the things that you enjoy, the things that keep you healthy, that make you feel good, right? And now you're like just embodying growing. 654 on the timer. Yeah, this person was sneaky, bro. That's so funny. That's the same dude. I pulled this open like this. That's the 7 of Swords, and then the 6 of Swords. This person was sneaky, and you recognized it, so you had to get the fuck out of Dodge, bro. And now they are watching you glow up and grow up, right? And they be trying to, like, hit you with another one. Another one bites the dust. That's coming through significantly. How funny. Yeah, you cut this person off, right? Because you recognize that they were not, I heard, in your best interest, but they weren't balanced, right? They didn't even recognize their light or their darkness, right? They were totally tuned out is what I heard, right? And yeah, they wanted to burden you and keep you in this lack mindset. They wanted to leave you out in the cold. But you left this person out in the cold because you were like, bro, you lusty. You lusty and busty. I don't want nothing to do with it, right? And you started, and that took a lot of freaking courage, bro. And you just started nourishing yourself, nourishing the things that you wanted to grow, right? You tamed your ego, bro. You're lying. You're like, I'm not going to battle yours. I loved mine into healing. And then we've got the Knight of Wands. So I feel like you're being called to creativity, to be a beginner, to let yourself craft, I heard, or create, right? Or share your knowledge. Seriously, share your knowledge. Sing your song. I heard start anew. You can become anyone you want to be at any given moment, right? Yeah, and just like flourish, I meant to say nourish who you want to be. But you're flourishing, you're flowering as well. Yeah, and you are tuned the freak in, bro. You are so tuned in to animals, to everything, and you're no longer fighting with yourself. You're no longer at war with who you want to be. All right. An oracle, atonement of errors. We've got the light of understanding, and you be sharing your light with everybody, bro. Perception of unity. You recognize like we're connected to everybody, right? And that's bringing you a lot of success. Do no harm is what I heard. You be given what you want to get, bro, and it's coming in. Good things coming in. Okay, I just want to get my cards, see if I can get out a couple before. Yeah, that's too many. Okay, we've got be silent, keep your goals to yourself. Ask for guidance to receive clarity. Energetic vampire, get the fuck out. Then we've got healing looks so good on you. Miracle opportunity, believe you freaking deserve it because you do. Breath, take one conscious breath. Blinded by lust, bust, bro. I knew that one was going to come out. Then we've got rise and sunshine. Let it go, bro. You're blocking yourself. You know what and who and what language are you using. Can't or can.